Hello and welcome to Naval Action. This is VMAQ2DeadX. It's Sunday, February 15th. It's about noon, Eastern Standard Time, US. There are 289 online and 69 battles. Been a week since my last FNG Files video. And between then and now, I've released a couple of review videos and a couple of iRacing videos. So that's where I'm at with that. There's been no real patch notes to cover. There was on February 11th a message. Captains, starting February 11th, clans can now recruit players who have reached the rank of ensign, 70 crew. Now, why do you think they need to do that? Change, it was Master and Commander, which I think is rank 5. And now it's Ensign, which is like rank 1 or 2. I believe it's 2. So, why do you think they need to do that? Couldn't be this extreme poverty and playership right now, is it? I guess the clans are hurting for personnel, and there's kind of a hill to climb to get rank, to get to that rank where you can join a clan. So they've lowered the hill, and people can join earlier, and I guess the clan can train them the way they want and rank them up the way they want, as fast as they want. That's kind of a problem for me in this game is what I'm focused on doing right now is building every ship in the game and sailing every ship in the game and enjoying every ship in the game. And I think a lot of people are missing out on some good ships because they're charging pell-mell up to Admiral so they can do the big port battles and the home defense fleets and all that kind of grinding stuff. And I'm in the golden section of the game, in my opinion. We are now getting into the serious frigates, and there's some wonderful sailing going on at this level that I think a lot of people are blowing past. And then maybe once they've reached that exalted rank of admiral and they've got their first rate and they're doing their port battles, maybe they'll have like 1 or 2 play sessions where they knock around down in the scrubs here in the rank 5s and 4s, maybe. Or maybe they just go around and gank fleets thumping on rank 5s and rank 4s. Who knows? Anyway, where I'm at in the game currently, I'm a Captain D Pavilion. I got 2,830,514 silver. I've got 0 gold here in Nassau, but I've got about 10,000 down in Pittstown. Slowly getting to that 15,000 where I can upgrade my shipyard to level 3, but currently level 2 is just fine. My XP to the next rank, which is Chef D Division, is 1947 of 4599. My craft level is 49, and my craft XP is 78 of 236 to the next rank. And this is where I've kind of run into a problem. I've done up to the Bell Pool as far as reviews. The next review is the frigate. And I've already built it. In fact, I've built another one. And after the frigate is the pirate frigate. And I've already built that ship. The problem is the 18-pounders don't come along until about rank 53 or 54. Let's look it up so I'm not. The last gun that I got was the 24-pound carronades, and I got those at 49, where I'm at currently. So this is my most recent cannon. These are easy to get on the market. No use having this as a craftable gun. 18-pound mediums I don't get until craft level 53. So I need to go through 50, 51, and 52. And then on 53, I get the medium gun, and I don't get the long gun until 57, which is 4 more craft levels up. In between then is all kind of ships that I imagine most of them are going to require 18-pound guns. So I'm kind of like in a problem. I'm in a little situation here. 18-pounders aren't cheap on the market. Depending on when you get them, sometimes they're vastly overpriced. And I've got 10 of them because I've got my Hercules equipped, and I'll probably buy enough to get the frigate fully equipped so I could do that review. But I don't intend to buy any more 18-pounders after that. I want to get up to the level where I can craft them. And if I have to, I'll do my reviews with 18-pound mediums. I'll buy enough to do the frigate. But after that, that's it, buddy. I'm not doing another review until I get to where I can craft the guns that those ships need. So for me, that means I need to get out there and get some shopping done. Need to take the LGV refit, go pop traders, get as much of teak and white oak that I can get my hands on, because if I don't have teak and white oak, all I got is oak to build ships out of, or fur. And that's what I was doing down in Pittstown. Is the pirate frigate that I built out of oak. And then I built another frigate out of oak, and it came out better than the one that I built out of white oak teak. It came out with the blue, and it had a refit. I think it was agile. We'll check later in the video, and I'll give you the correct information. So I went ahead and put my other frigate that I crafted with white oak and teak up on the market. And so that's one thing I need to cover right now. Ship solds. Several ships have sold. So I received 19,000 reals from selling Trader Snow, which was sold at Pittstown. The ship was sold to Spicoli. That was a captured one. Thank you for your purchase. You received 25,000 reals from selling Trader Snow, which was sold at Nassau. The ship was sold to Sir Smoke-A-Lot. Thank you for your purchase. That was another captured one. You received 18,500 reals from selling Pirate Frigate, which was sold at Pittstown. The ship was sold to Billy Bones. Thank you for your purchase. That was one that I crafted just to, go up in craft rank. You received 25,000 reals from selling Trader Snow, which was sold at Pittstown. The ship was sold to Bartholomew the Ruthless. Thank you for your purchase. That was another capped one. You received 25,000 reals from selling Frigate, which was sold at Pittstown. The ship was sold to Sparrowan. Thank you for your purchase. That frigate was the one that I crafted out of white oak and teak, and then when I crafted a better one out of oak, I went ahead and put the white oak and teak green one up for sale. So those are all of my recent ship selling adventures. Thank you all very much for your purchase. I hope they serve you well. So that's where I'm at in the game right now. I got to jump up. I'm at 49, so I got to go 50, 51, 52, 54 ranks. I got to jump up to get 18-pound medium guns. And if I have to, I'll do the reviews with medium guns at that point. And then I got to go another 4 ranks to get the 18-pound longs. And most of those ships that I'm going to be building in the next, 8 ranks, will probably require 18-pounders or more. Maybe some of them will be 24-pound ships. We will see. We will see. But so I gotta get out there and get shopping. I'm gonna be taking my LG refits out for the next few days, stocking up on all my resources that I need to do all these crafting in batches, and then I'll craft ships and sell them if they don't meet my specifications. I find it fascinating that I'm up to craft level 49. I have crafted a buttload of ships and not a single purple or gold ship. Everything's been blue, and recently I've had a spasm of green show up. So I find that upsetting. It might be because the devs have put some kind of nerf on Pittstown crafting RNG. I, I would believe that happening. But so that's my mission, is to craft multiple ships, which require much resources, so I can get to the level where I can start crafting the guns to load the ships that I'm crafting to get to the guns, so I can do the reviews. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm going to get to it. These LGVs are going to be some worn out ships here. I got one here and I got one in Pittstown. If the shopping's not good in the Nassau area, I'll go down to Pittstown and sail around there with that LGV refit. I've got them both kitted out pretty well. I've not gotten any books recently, too. That's been kind of. I've only gotten 3 books the whole time I've been in the game, back in the game since the re-roll. So they're loaded on there. A couple more would be nice to get. So look at the warehouse here. I've brought all my rank 6 and 7 modules up from Pittstown and stored them here. No sense having them down there taking up space. And then up here I make cannons and provisions and medicines and repair kits and ammunition. That's what I do up here in Nassau, basically. Whatever I don't need for doing those things, I've been slowly hauling down to Pittstown. You know, every week I'll do a couple of trips down. Definitely with the white oak and teak I'm getting up here, and then anything else I think I need. But I got to be careful because I can't be having a lot of extra junk down in that warehouse down there because I don't have all the spaces that I do here. Here I got it fully unlocked, basically. I got one more expansion I can do, but I'm not going to. Down there, I don't have near this many spaces. I have fewer than this. So space is a premium in Pittstown right now, and this is where I'm storing all my extra junk. And quite often, I'm just throwing these on ships that I sell that are, rank 7 and 6 that I might cap. I'll just throw on like a copper sheeting or some sail or some rudder thing on there, just to kind of spice it up for the sail. Anyhow, that's where I'm at in the game. I got to get through this bottleneck of no cannons in the crafting tree. I think that this is if I have a complaint about the crafting tree, which I really don't. I think the devs did a great job, but those 18 pounders should be a little bit further down the tree, not so far up. If you're going to have me crafting ships that need 18-pound guns, you should have fed the guns in a little earlier so I don't have to craft through 8 ships to even get to the guns. That's what I'm saying. So let me get to it, and I'll check back in if anything exciting happens. Okay, here we are back in port. I had a pretty successful hunt, shopping trip, I guess you'd call it. capped one trader, sank four others, brought all the loot back. Now I've loaded up a couple of trader snows to haul down what I want to haul down this trip, plus a couple of cargoes to make some money. So I'm just fixing to head out. Took about, I don't know, 2 hours to do all those, find and sink all the cargo ships. So, and then I had to sail back against the wind most of the way. So that took a while to get back to Nassau. But overall, a successful shopping trip. Let's take a look at the 487 white oak, 365 teak. I made some more ball and powder, hauling that down. Provisions, and these are my rank 4 and 5. I mistakenly put these on the trip up. Take them back down. Then on this trader snow is basically cargoes, and then 500 stone block. I'll probably sell that. So away we go. Nice, easy sail to Pittstown. Okay, here we are down in Pittstown. I've made my run down. I've unloaded all my cargo, got everything squared away, and I also bought the remaining 18 pounders that I needed to buy so I could outfit the frigate and do the review. But first, there's a couple ships in here that I need to get rid of. The Pandora, but I want to unbox it first. So I need to sail this a few battles. The Hercules. I need to sail this a few battles, get these unlocked, and then I can go ahead and strip them down and get rid of them. Open up some parking spots. So that's what I'll be doing the next day or two is the Hercules, the Belle Poule, and the Pandora, and the Surprise. Gonna finish unboxing those. And then once those are all unboxed and either sold or gotten rid of, then I'll do the frigate review. So probably my next 2 or 3 play sessions will be nothing but going out and hunting down combat and getting stuff unboxed. So hopefully I'll get some good mods and some books out of the deal too. So we'll see what happens. But this is the end of my day playing. Gonna go watch the end of the NASCAR race. So thanks for watching.